Tonight I'm showing you the build of an indoor treehouse. This treehouse is something I've talked about with my kids for over a year, but I finally got around to it. The trees are all vine maple that I got for free when they cleared them from the lot next door to ours. Due to some mold that developed under the bark, I decided to scrape the bark off the trees. This also made it a much smoother surface for a kid's treehouse. After scraping the bark off, I made a larger base to distribute the weight more evenly on the carpet. This base was made from a piece of plywood cut into random shapes, which was then covered in some green outdoor carpet that I had. The base was then screwed to the bottom of each tree. The elevated platforms are made from 2x6 lumber, which was lag bolted into the studs on the wall. This became the ledger board, which supports one side of the platform. The only attach points to the wall for the whole treehouse are along the ledger board. The other side of the platform is supported by the trees. This construction is strong enough for adults to climb on, which means it should be able to handle multiple kids at a time. It's better to use lag bolts or lag bolt equivalents in a structural situation instead of screws, because lag bolts are designed to handle shear load and screws are not. The decking is made of 1x4s which have been stained and finished previously. This was installed with spacers and cut tightly around each tree. In order to do this, I made a cardboard template cut to the same size as the 1x4. Once that template was trimmed enough to fit around the tree, I traced it onto the board and cut it out. In one spot, the board needed to wrap almost all the way around the tree, so I actually had to cut the 1x4 into two different pieces and then reassemble it after adding some structural support underneath. On one of the platforms, I built a trap door which will lead down to the hideout below. In order to keep everyone safe, I made the railing out of smaller branches which I shaved down and cut to various lengths. This is by far the most fun part of the construction because the only requirement is to build it strong enough to prevent people from falling off the platforms. Other than that, you can do whatever you want. Each of these branches is screwed onto the tree trunks or to other branches with trim head screws. This creates a very cool, natural look to the treehouse. As you can see, there's a lot still to be done on this treehouse, so I'll have more videos coming out that will show the rest of the build. For my next video, I'm going to show you how I built this suspension bridge to connect these two platforms. Make sure to subscribe so you can get notified for when the next video comes out on this treehouse construction. Thanks for watching.